This video is sponsored by Audible. Audible makes getting more books in your life super easy, and they have an unmatched selection of audiobooks available with incredible performances. And if you'd like to get your hands on a free audiobook with a 30-day trial, visit www.audible.com/Dom Esposito. Lately, I've been checking out a pretty cool book called The Four. This was written by Scott Galloway, and it talks about the hidden DNA of Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google, and how they are the four most influential companies on the planet, and just everybody thinks they know the story behind all these companies and how they got to where they are, but most of y'all are wrong. It's a pretty cool book, and for me, it's been a very easy way to transform my commute and my ride to the office and things like that. It's awesome, and it can do the same for you, and you can get a free audiobook. You can check this one out if you want to as well, and a 30-day trial to Audible by visiting the link in the description or going to www.audible.com/Dom Esposito. That's AUDIBLE.com/my name, Dom Esposito. Today, we are having a little discussion about the Pixel XL 2 and, well, how it compares to the regular Pixel 2 and if you should even waste your time and money on getting this phone. So let's get into it. So first off, let's talk about the build quality. And if you're choosing between either of these phones, let me tell you, it's pretty much the same. They're solid phones. When you hold them in your hand, nothing's creaking, nothing is bending or anything like that. Now, obviously there are these top glass panels up here, which I personally like to cover this one up with a D-brand skin just to keep it scratch free. So you can check that out using the link in the description, but they're solid phones all around. I did a little bit more of an extensive video on the Pixel 2, and if you want to check that out, I will link it below for you. But let's talk about the Pixel XL 2 because I know there's a lot going on the internet as far as this guy is concerned. So just like on the Pixel 2, we have dual front-facing speakers here, and they sound amazing. And obviously that's complemented by this nice large display with some pretty slim bezels. I mean, they're a little thicker on the sides than I'd like to see, but overall, it's a pretty nice looking phone from the front side and the back side. Now, when it comes to the actual display, this is where a lot of people are having problems. So there's been a ton of crap going around on the internet about this. This display has burn-in, it has a blue shift, it's a yellow display, the colors aren't vivid. There are a ton of things out there, a lot of which are true, but I do think it's a little overblown at this point. Now, let me show you. There is a lot of color shift here. If I tilt the phone, you can actually see it changing to like a bluish tint, and I haven't experienced any burn-in with this device, but I do have some good friends that have experienced it, and there's definitely proof out there showing that the screen burns in very easily. Though we're not sure 100% what the cause is, and hopefully maybe a software update can fix that. But another thing I want to talk about is people talking about how yellow this display is or how warm it is and how the colors aren't that vivid. And to be honest, it's only drastic when you compare it to the Pixel 2. Now, I'm not trying to give this a pass or anything, but it's not as bad as everybody's making it out to be. And to be honest, most normal people that buy this phone that aren't enthusiasts are never going to notice the difference. That being said, I think that the colors on here could easily be tuned with a software update, and I hear that one is actually in the works where they're gonna boost the color saturation a little more and make it a little less warm how it is. I do wish that we had a temperature slider on here so we could just choose how warm or cool we would like our own display that costs like $850 for this entire thing, but that's a whole nother story. I think that the drama around the display is a bit overhyped, but there are some real problems here. Next up, let's talk about the camera on the back. And if you saw my previous Pixel 2 video, you know that this thing is absolute fire. This thing takes some amazing photos, and I really can't just keep talking about it. You have to see it for yourself to know exactly how awesome this is. And having a portrait mode on the rear side and the front facing camera is awesome as well. And it works impressively amazing. I'm so blown away by the quality that this thing has. I could keep ranting about that for days. Now, as far as software goes, I have to say that the Pixel 2 and Pixel XL 2 knock it out of the park. Google always does a great job, and this thing is going to be the best performing Android device that you can get, in my opinion, and that goes with either of these guys. But a couple of cool features here that I really have grown to love is one, squeeze for assistant. So I can just squeeze the phone, Google Assistant pops right up, and I go about my business. It's pretty awesome. I get that some satisfying feeling about squeezing this damn phone. I don't know what it is. Anyway, Second feature that I really like is the one that will identify music that's playing in the background. So you can have your phone sitting on a table or in your pocket or anything, you pull it out and it'll have the song and the artist right there on your lock screen, and you can easily jump to that artist if you want to download the song or buy it or anything like that. Very cool stuff. But be sure to hit the link in the description below if you want to see photos taken with the Pixel XL2 or the Pixel 2. They both have the exact same cameras, and that's the nice thing about these two devices, right? So we have the Pixel 2 and the Pixel XL2. They both pack the same specifications, the same camera, same processor, same everything. The only thing that's going to be different is the battery capacity, with this one being a little bit bigger than the Pixel 2, but that little bit goes a long way as far as battery life is concerned. Obviously on the Pixel XL2, you're getting a larger display with a higher resolution, so that's going to be the difference between these two guys, but with that higher resolution, you're gonna be using more battery as well. But easily, I think it's safe to say that you can get at least 5 to 5.5 hours of screen on time. At least that's been my experience with this guy. It's been pretty solid all around. I've been using it very heavily though, much more than any regular person would, so keep that in mind as far as the battery life is concerned here. Overall though, it's a good phone. Personally though, for my use, I'll go Pixel 2 all day though. I just like this form factor a lot better than the supersized version, or the XL version as it's called. I do like the larger, nicer looking display as far as the resolution goes and the pixel density, but this guy is not bad at all, and I would say save yourself some money and some problems if the problems that are being spoken about on this guy are gonna bother you, and get the Pixel 2. It's the solid choice. But let me know what you think about these two phones in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This is Dom, and I'll catch you in the next video.